Working down from there, Andrea Lee embarrasses Cynthia Calvillo, who has another tough fight there, loses again, and just throwing the towel in between rounds. So it's back-to-back wins for Andrea Lee. Sean Woodson versus Colin Aglin. Colin Aglin and Jesus, Anglin. Colin comes back after getting head kick knocked out by our boy Melsick. Fights Sean Woodson, who most obvious thing with this guy, you look at him like, holy crap, man, his legs are like up to his head, his arms are down to his legs. Just lanky.
Who was it? It was Bisping. He goes, every time I see him fight, I'm reminded of Dulcim from Street Fighter.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the guy is massive. He just beat Yusuf Zalal a few months ago. He had lost to Julian Erosa before that, and that's his lone loss. So, fought Colin Anglin after. So this was Colin's second fight in the UFC. Tough ones. Dude, that liver shot. I think he landed a couple body shots, and he ended it with the liver shot. And the way Colin went down, you can almost like feel the pain yourself because he just completely hunched to it and it just went down. And it was rough. And he looked super crisp. He said he was thinking like maybe March or something for a return. I want to get your take too on what you thought of him, but I would like to see him fight Chase Hooper next. I don't know if Chase Hooper has anyone in the pipeline, but I'd like to see him fight him next because they're both very awkward looking dudes. Their arms and legs are like super long.
Is that your criteria for?
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm saying match him up. They're both like weird, like spider looking dudes. Let them fight each other. It'll be fun. The legs are going to be wrapped up everywhere. I think it'd be interesting. But even outside, I think it'd be an interesting matchup. So yeah, but what did you think of this? What did you take away from Woodson?
I mean, I think that Woodson put on a show, man. I don't know what else to say. He decisively beat Anglin because even without the knockout, look at the stats here. The dominance was on display. I don't think it would have gone any other way, even going into the second and third. If this kept up the same pace, the same pressure, I don't see Anglin having taken that, which is unfortunate, man, because he's been on my radar as well. I had to go, against him during the matchup with Melsick, but for this matchup, I had taken Anglin. That didn't quite pan out for me, but he's got potential, man. I think maybe just go back to the gym, work on it.
I mean, and then for Woodson, you look at the numbers there: 50 significant strikes in not even 5 minutes.
Yeah,
over 10 significant strikes a minute is crazy, and the distribution is pretty solid too. You have 23 to the head, 17 to the body, 10 to the legs, and those body ones were the ones that killed Anglin too. Big win. Matchmaking. Let's see Woodson versus Hooper next. I don't know if Hooper's fighting. They'll cancel it if he doesn't make him fight Woodson. Courtney Casey, Liana Jojua, pretty dominant showing from Courtney Casey. I don't know why Liana Jojua even showed up. Kind of just wasted everyone's time.
The only thing
her last fight too.
I was very confused about why, because her corner was screaming at her to
her corner was giving her some decent advice.
Extremely good.
If she actually listened, she could have maybe done something.
I think so too, man, because she was securing takedowns at the end of the round. It's like
each round.
You needed to do this in the beginning of the round, dude. So clearly you can get her to the ground. I don't understand why you had trouble, doing that up until the end. I don't know. Maybe she didn't understand her corner. They needed a translator or something.
She was in her husband's corner her last fight. I couldn't tell if he was there because with the masks and everything, I don't know who's who. So I couldn't tell if he was there too. But yeah, that was rough. And if I'm not mistaken, before this fight was when she got absolutely like torn apart by Miranda Maverick. Yeah. If you pull up the fight of what she looked like after the Miranda Maverick fight.
How would I do
Liana
this?
Jojua. Just put like Liana Jojua nose or something. I think it'll know.
Oh man.
Yeah, pull up that second picture right there.
This one?
Or that one? Yeah, that one. So this was after she fought Miranda Maverick. Look at her nose. It's like completely busted.
Hey, come on, guys. That's cheating.
Yeah, and then same thing this fight. That poor nose got busted pretty bad again.
That's gnarly.
Yeah, dude, it was a frustrating performance watching that fight because, like I was mentioning earlier when we were talking about Song putting those combos together, she was like completely against that. Only one piece. I'm like, dude, do you want to win? So that's 3 of 4 losses for her, by the way, as well. So I don't know what's they're gonna do with her. All right. And then from there, we had, dude, I don't know, Diakis. How do we say? I don't know how to say this one. I think it's
I think
Diakis.
you got it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Mark Diakis was fighting Rafael Alves. Diakis was like a 2.5 to 1 favorite or something.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
I think I actually had taken Alves. Yeah, actually, no. I was thinking about taking Diakis, and then I looked at Alves and I saw he has 8 submission victories, and I was like, never mind. I'm just not going to pick anyone on this. Good thing I didn't, because Diakis got rocked. But I think also my logic in not picking Diakis, given that I saw 8 sub wins for Rafael, was that he's 1-2. Diakis he's got 2 submission losses, 1 submission win. So I figured maybe that's possibly a weak point. And he lost to Rafael Fiziev before that. So I was like, I don't know, maybe he's not going to be able to pull it off. Not a good value. Stayed away from it. Dude, and tough start for him because he got cup shot like 5 seconds into the fight. Alves got him low. He took like a minute or so. He recovered. And then right off of that, Alves just pounced him again. And dude, that sequence was so fluid. I don't think he got anything, which sucks. Him being a Rafael Alves, I don't think he got a performance. He didn't get anything. But Dana did say there was a lot of good performances, so he's going to take care of some guys. So I don't know what that means. I would hope Alves got something, because that segue from the flying knee almost seamlessly into that guillotine was beautiful, dude.
Yeah, it was.
So beautiful. I mean, the fluidity of it, and then he just, like, within 5 seconds, Diakis was just like, okay, I'm done. See ya.
Yep.
So very nice performance there. And then I'll let you take this one. So you were pretty upset about this. Kennedy versus Jung. What happened here?
I like Zachuku because he's one of those guys where you could see potential. Again, I like seeing that. I like seeing dudes that are going to work their way up. But this showing was not good. Usually when we see him fight, it's, oh my God, he's going to get knocked out. He's going to get knocked out.
The last 2 fights especially.
Yeah, and then he just pulls something out of somewhere and knocks the other guy out. So I was thinking, okay, maybe somebody's coached him. Maybe, I don't know. I was being very, very hopeful. I was trying to manifest the same way you do. But I did not expect those elbows to do what they did. And when I was watching it, I didn't see clean connections. I saw a lot of elbows into the guard of Zachuku. So to see him drop kind of threw me off a little bit. I didn't see anything clean. And even the commentators were saying like through the guard of, as in like it was contacting on the guard. So it kind of threw me for a loop there. But then looking at Jung's record, this should not have been surprising. He's, look at that, 11 TKOs. He's 15 wins, 2 losses. I mean,
yeah,
so
in the UFC, he has yet to lose. He has a draw against Sam Alvey and 4 wins.
Yeah, so this may have been the wrong guy for me to pick Zachuku over, but
I would have gone with Nchuku too, because given his last 2 performances, that when we saw both of those, where, like you said, dude, he's done, and then he just comes from behind, like, holy crap, he won. But then, because it was a pretty close line, I saw it at plus 105 for Kennedy, and then minus 125 for Jung. And then I was just like, I don't know, man. This guy is riding super high. This guy being Jung, I was like, I'm just gonna stay away from this one. And then we were walking up to our room, and the fight was already done.
Yeah.
Or no, we were trying to get it pulled up on our ESPN app, and of course ESPN app wasn't working. Thank you. And then we missed it. And like you told us, like, oh, it's over. We're like, what the hell? The fight just started. It's already done. And then we saw the highlight of it, and I was like, oh, brutal. This dude just got murked. And
Yeah.
which was the theme of that. Which was the theme of the prelims, man. We had what? We had 6 prelim fights. How many do we have? Oh, come on, ESPN.
You had 5 finishes, 4 by TKO KO and 1 by submission.
Yeah, so of those, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them were in the first round. So it was, and you could even tell, like, the commentators were kind of like, we're flying through this card, like they're still warming up in the back. They're like trying to find things to talk about. I was like, man, they're zooming through. But yeah, the prelims were great. The main has some great fights too. Another fantastic, like I said, 3 great weeks in a row. Next week on paper looks like it might stifle this streak. We got a pretty crappy main card. I don't know why they keep doing this to us. We have another unappealing women's matchup. Sorry, Misha Tate Simps. I am looking forward to Chiesa and Brady, though. That one should be very interesting. Like you mentioned, our boy Ronnie Yaya's back. He had his last fight scrapped. Tyler Santos is back. Tyler Santos had that really dominant showing last fight. Interesting to see her fight the formerly known as Joanne Calderwood, who is now Joanne Wood. She just got married. And then maybe the fight of the night candidate, I'm going to throw that out there now. Possible fight of the night candidate, Davey Grant and Adrian Yanez. I forgot that was a matchup. I saw it yesterday when they were showing the thing. I was like, oh crap. Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So there's some interesting matchups on here. The main event is the one that looks the least appealing, frankly. What the hell? Lupi Godinez is back? She just fought like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Nice. She's trying to get Kamzat to run for her money. But yeah, so that's what we're looking forward to next week. We'll see how that goes. Any final notes for UFC Vegas 42 from you? Aladdin? Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. So that wraps up this one. We'll see how next week goes.